Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nikki Starr and welcome to another Wellness Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about saying goodbye to the bad sugar. Bye Felicia. And hello to the good sugars. So what does that even mean, good sugar, bad sugar? Well, when we think of good sugar, which I'm going to go into more detail later, good sugars are what come from nature naturally without any processing or changing it or going in a lab and doing all kinds of things to change it up. Bad sugar is that when you refine a sugar and you strip it away of the nutrients and the natural chemicals, ingredients that are good for the body. So let's talk a bit more about why bad sugars are bad. So refined sugar like cane sugar, the white sugar, it causes inflammation in the body because what happens is it increases insulin, which is the hormone that helps the cells pick up sugar, which it actually does need for metabolism, but we can find sugar in healthy foods like fruit and these healthy sweeteners that I'm going to be talking about. It also increases risk of heart disease. Studies have shown that people who have added sugar to their diet have a 25% higher increased chance of heart disease. It also causes trouble in our organs like kidney failure, fatty liver disease, and it can also cause inflammation in the pancreas. And the pancreas is where insulin is produced. Another reason you want to avoid bad sugar is because if you struggle with weight gain in any way, or you're wanting to have a leaner body, like even abs or definition in your muscles, you want to stay away from refined sugars because they spike your insulin levels. And then what happens is the body starts to pack on the pounds. So the number one thing you can do if you're really wanting to lose weight and be lean and be in your natural healthy body weight is to cut out the bad sugar. Another side effect of bad sugar is it causes a foggy mind. So whenever you have that spike in insulin, you start to feel tired. That's why if you ever notice you might feel tired after a meal, it's likely that there was hidden sugars inside. And then your body spiked insulin and then it affects your brain functioning. And that's why you might feel tired or just lethargic or really having a hard time concentrating. It's because of the refined sugars. The refined sugars are found in almost anything. It's really sad to say, from soft drinks to packaged foods. Even if you go out to eat in restaurants, a lot of the sauces have sugar in them. That's why it's so important to read labels or cook at home if you can. You can also ask questions and ask, does this have added sugar in it? Obesity contributes to the leading causes of death we're seeing in society today. It contributes to heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, and diabetes causes organ failure. So all these different things can easily be prevented by eliminating refined sugars from your diet. So, what are the 3 ways that you can prevent refined sugars in your diet? Number 1, read labels. Turn something over when you're shopping, read the labels. If it has sucrose or cane sugar or sugar as one of the ingredients, do not buy it. There are always alternatives that are the unsweetened option, which then you can add natural sweeteners, which we're going to talk about. Number 2 is ask questions at restaurants. So whenever you're going out to eat, simply ask the waiter, does this include added sugar? They always have a list of ingredients and they're likely to tell you the truth because you can easily just ask for it made simply. Grilled with lemon and olive oil and salt and pepper, and still you can enjoy delicious flavors without the added sugar. The 3rd way to avoid refined sugars is to enjoy the natural flavors of food. So for example, if you're feeling like you have a sweet tooth at the moment, you can easily have fruit or dates, things that are grown naturally in nature. So now I'm going to be sharing with you some natural sweeteners that you can find in your grocery store and even online as well. So number 1 is monk fruit. So it actually looks kind of like the sugar granules that we're used to, but it's different because it's simply a fruit. It's been dehydrated, and that's why it comes in these crystal granules. Coconut sugar also looks very similar and is also a great sweetener that you can use instead of refined sugar. And coconut sugar looks a little bit differently because the granules are a little bit bigger and a little bit darker. Another great sweetener is stevia. So stevia looks like this. It looks like a white powder, and you really only need like a small amount. See this small scooper? And what makes stevia really unique is stevia is an herb. So it's actually a leaf, and it's also been dehydrated and grounded, and that's how you get these white granules. Another great option is maple syrup. I'm not talking about the Aunt Jemima kind. I'm talking about the natural kind. And as you may or may not know, maple syrup comes from a tree. Isn't that fascinating? At certain times of year, they tap the tree and the maple syrup just comes right out. Personally, maple syrup is one of my favorite sweeteners. And I love adding it to matcha lattes, fruit and yogurt. If I use unsweetened yogurt, it's great to add to your tea as a sweetener as well. So I definitely recommend maple syrup. Another sweetener that looks similar to maple syrup is agave. Agave comes from a cactus plant, and it's known to be a low glycemic sweetener, and what that means is it doesn't increase your insulin that high. So it's a great replacement instead of refined sugar. Last but not least is honey. Honey is a great alternative sweetener, a great natural sweetener, and we can find honey in all different varieties. I recommend whenever you're buying honey that it's organic, raw, and unrefined. So I hope this video has inspired you to be more empowered in how you choose to have sweets, because of course we enjoy sweets in life, and I want you to be smart about it so that you maintain a healthy weight, you have clarity of mind, and you have overall great health. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Dr. Nikki Starr, and this was another episode of Wellness Wednesday.